Reptiles can feel emotions. Two reptiles, cold-blooded, silent, emotionless, right? That's what most people believe, that snakes, lizards, and turtles live their lives guided only by instinct. But what if we've been wrong all along? Recent research is revealing something incredible. Reptiles might actually feel emotions: fear, pleasure, excitement, maybe even affection. Today, we're diving deep into the surprising world of reptile emotions, and by the end of this video, you might never look at these creatures the same way again. For decades, scientists described reptiles as machines, animals that react only to stimuli. They don't wag tails like dogs or purr like cats, so people assumed they couldn't feel anything at all. But this belief came mostly from how humans interpret emotion. We expect facial expressions or vocal sounds, things reptiles simply don't use. Just because they don't show emotion the way we do, doesn't mean they don't feel emotion at all. In recent years, studies have changed the game. Researchers observed lizards forming bonds, tortoises recognizing their keepers, and snakes showing signs of anxiety and calmness. For example, a 2024 study published in Animal Cognition showed that bearded dragons experience measurable stress and comfort levels when interacting with familiar humans. Their heart rates dropped when touched gently, a physiological sign of calmness similar to mammals. In another experiment, red-footed tortoises showed curiosity and learned to follow visual cues from their caretakers, not just for food, but for social engagement. It seems reptiles may not be emotionless. They just express emotions differently. So what does an emotional reptile look like? Let's take a closer look at a few examples. Bearded dragons sometimes close their eyes slowly when feeling calm, a reptilian version of trust. Snakes may become defensive and coil tightly when scared, but when comfortable, they relax their muscles and explore calmly. Geckos are known to approach certain people more often than others, perhaps showing recognition or preference. Tortoises have been seen following their keepers around and reacting to familiar voices. These are not random instincts. They suggest awareness and emotional connection, even if subtle. To understand this better, we need to look inside their brains. Reptiles share a structure with mammals called the amygdala, the emotional processing center. For years, scientists thought their brains were too simple, but new imaging shows that their limbic systems, the parts controlling fear, pleasure, and memory, are more complex than expected. This means reptiles have the neurological tools to feel basic emotions like fear, contentment, and possibly even attachment. They might not cry or smile, but their bodies react chemically and behaviorally in ways that mirror emotional states in mammals. If you've ever owned a reptile, you might have seen these emotions firsthand. Many keepers report that their snakes or lizards behave differently with them than with strangers. Some bearded dragons flatten out and relax when held by their owners but remain alert with others. Certain tortoises even approach their caregivers daily for attention, not just food. While skeptics argue this could all be routine behavior, the evidence suggests familiarity, memory, and preference, key ingredients of emotional connection. One of the clearest emotional indicators in reptiles is stress. When scared, reptiles release corticosterone, a hormone linked to anxiety and fight-or-flight responses, the same hormone humans release under stress. But after gentle handling, their hormone levels drop. That shift shows they can experience both fear and relief, emotional contrasts we associate with higher animals. It's even been observed that reptiles recover faster from stress when placed near familiar individuals, proof of comfort and trust. So, what does all this mean? It means reptiles aren't just cold-blooded killing machines. They're capable of emotional experiences, subtle but real. This changes how we see them, how we care for them, and even how we protect them in the wild. If a tortoise can feel stress or comfort, if a snake can relax when it recognizes you, then empathy isn't just for mammals anymore. It's for all sentient life. Reptiles have roamed Earth for over 300 million years. They've seen dinosaurs rise and fall, and now they share our world, not as emotionless relics, but as living beings with hearts that beat and minds that feel. Maybe they don't wag tails or purr, but next time you see a lizard basking in the sun, remember, It might be doing more than just staying warm. It might be feeling peace. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about reptile emotions, leave a like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more wild animal facts. Because sometimes, the coldest creatures have the warmest secrets.